Hello crafty friends, my name is Tara from CraftTaraCreates.com, and my favorite thing to do is to show you how to make cake toppers and DIY party decorations with your Cricut machine. Today I'm going to show you how to make this fun Thanksgiving themed cake topper. It's a really easy and beginner friendly cake topper that you can make. This project works best with the Explorer Air or the Cricut Maker machines because of the size of this cake topper. As you can see, the cake topper is a bit shiny, so I used a foil cardstock to make this project. Stay tuned until the end for a special tip to how to make your cake toppers more sturdy. All right, on to the next section so you can learn how to get this free cut file for your Cricut machine.
Step 1. How to get this free SVG cut file. The Gather and Give Thanks Cake Topper cut file is available to download for free on my website. Go to CraftTaraCreates.com/get the password and enter your email to get the password sent to your inbox. Once you have the password, click on the resource library and click on the Fall Craft Freebies to find the template download. The file will download as a zip file. Once you unzip the file, look for the SVG file to use with Cricut Design Space. This is the one where the file name starts with SVG. Step 2. Prepare the design in Cricut Design Space. Start this project by uploading the cut file. The file name is svg-gatherandgivethankscaketopper.svg. Click on the upload, which is on the left side of the screen, then click Upload Image. You can either click the Browse button or drag and drop the cut file into the Cricut Design Space window, like this. Click Upload. Then select the design so that the green box is around it and click Add to Canvas. You can see all the layers on the right panel, the 3 layers to make the pumpkin and the rest of the cake topper. Now it is time to double check the size of the design. I cut my cake topper at 7 inches wide. When you are ready, click Make It to send the project to your Cricut machine. At the Prepare screen, you will see 2 mats ready to cut. This project uses 2 colors of cardstock. In this screen, you can select any of the cuts to see what is on each mat. In order for the Gather and Give Thanks cake topper to be sturdy enough on its own, I recommend using a thick cardstock such as glitter, foil, or a heavyweight cardstock. For this project, I chose foil cardstock for a classy look. The material setting that works well for me with foil cardstock is holographic. To find the special material setting, click on the Browse All Materials link. Then scroll down to the cardstock section to find a variety of predefined settings. Click Done once you have the material setting checked. Now your Cricut machine is ready for you to load the machine mat with cardstock. Grab your Cricut machine mat and cardstock and I'll see you in the next step. Step 3. Cut all the pieces with your Cricut machine. The holographic material setting actually makes 2 cut passes, which is why you need to be sure the cardstock is stuck well to the mat so it doesn't shift on the second cut pass. To ensure the best cut with foil cardstock, I am using a green Cricut machine mat. Also, I used a brayer to make sure the cardstock was really well secured to the mat. This project uses 2 colors of cardstock. While your Cricut machine is cutting, grab a second mat if you have one and add cardstock for the pumpkin. Unload the mat when the first cut is complete and load the mat for the second cut. To remove the delicate cake topper off the mat, turn the mat over and peel the mat away from the table. Use your hand or a Cricut spatula to push the cardstock down toward the table. Peeling the mat away from your project helps to avoid curling of the cardstock. Unload the mat once the second cut is complete. Go ahead and remove the cardstock in the same way. These 3 little pieces are the layers for the pumpkin. Step 4. Assemble your cake topper. This project is quick and easy to assemble. The cake topper base that we cut with foil cardstock is done. All we need to do is assemble the pumpkin and add a stick. I use my Cricut True Control knife to cut small strips of adhesive foam and place them on the pumpkin layers. My goal with the foam is to add just a little dimension to the pumpkin so it stands out against the shiny foil cardstock. You could glue the layers together if you don't have foam. The pumpkin layers go from smallest to largest, and each layer is placed in the center. In the end, you will have a 3D pumpkin. Once the pumpkin is done, use your favorite glue to add it to the cake topper. I'll link this glue in the description. Great! All that is left is to add a cake topper stick. For cake toppers that are mostly words like this one, I love to add a clear acrylic cake pop stick. The clear stick with the foil cardstock are definitely a classic combo. This acrylic cake pop stick is linked below. Use hot glue to add the cake pop stick to the back. I added the stick behind the G in give and the A in thanks. The stick doesn't have to be perfect because you can adjust the placement when you add the topper to a cake. And that's it! Your Cricut made Thanksgiving cake topper is ready to go.
I hope you had as much fun as I did creating this cake topper project. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. And if you know other crafters that would love this free cut file, do me a favor and share this video with them. At the beginning of this video, I promised you a tip to make your cake toppers even better. So here it is. If you have a cake topper that has a lot of delicate cuts like this one way to make it a lot more sturdy is actually to double up the cardstock. So this one that I cut earlier actually has 2 different types of cardstock on it, and it makes it a whole lot sturdier. So that's your quick tip today for your cake toppers. I hope you enjoyed this project, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!